Hi, this video is made for my friends. It's going to be made for Cindy, like I just shared in my video before, about the 4 days with Cindy. She shared that she had a disability, not being able to read, with dyslexic, be able to read really well. And it was a shame that she could have been a vet, but she couldn't get the grades because she couldn't read to learn. You know, the problem with so much learning is it's all reading and not video. So I hope she'll enjoy this video. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Started right on 2. The other video I started at 12, and it was really interesting. It's right on dead. So here's this is the first time I was able to put music on one of my videos, Cindy. Hope you enjoy this. You asked before, what are the qualities you see in me that would make me the wife? I'm going to try and make this as short as I can, so you haven't got a lot of time. But so why don't I just read them and not give too much explanation and just make it a short video. Number 1, money had to be no issue with her. I can't take a woman into massive wealth, millions and millions of dollars, even trillions, if all she wants is big houses, big cars, big fashion, all the best brands and stuff. You know, that's good. We can have that. That's good. Every person with billions of dollars should be able to have a nice house. And I was really pleased that you were talking about Kanye West's house and how great it is. Have that Lamborghini and those things, that's fine. But as long as 80% of the money, 90% of the money coming in through our businesses is solving big issues, poverty, and recalibrating countries, and bringing new technology and new crops and new business and transforming things. As long as our money is a force for good, not a force for all the lusts and the pleasures of the world. And you got that. We've understood that. Number 2, she has to be wise, intelligent, able to understand me. It's no good having a yes man. It's no good having someone who can't conceptualize what I'm saying. You know, I need someone near me that can process what I'm saying and add to it. The very first day, I shared how I have this dating app and connection app and being able to connect people and businesses and stuff, and it'd compete with Google Ads and compete with Google, it would compete with all sorts of LinkedIn and dating agencies and everything. It compete with everything. I explained it in 5 minutes, and then you found a fault. Only intelligence, only wisdom was able to process that. Been thinking about it for 6 months. You found a fault. That's an example of number 2. Number 3, Michael Jackson has got a song called Heal the World that pretty well captures my vision for my life. I didn't know the song. I've met Michael Jackson quite a number of times, and his song encapsulates my passion, Heal the World. So number 3 is ministry healing, to be able to minister healing to the world, have a priority, and not just want a comfortable, happy housewife life. Most girls just want to, if they had their way, to be able to do some things they enjoy, but they just want to be nice house, nice kids going to good unis, being a nice little housewife. Can't be that. Got to go and save the world. You got to be involved. Like Melania Trump is fully invested in Donald's life. She has to be a powerful woman, not just a housewife. I can see that in you. Number 4, she had to be extraordinary, not average. Some girls call me handsome. I'm extremely intelligent, extremely genius level, and so many of these characteristics are in me too. You can't be average and totally transform the world. You can't give the Christian church a beat up and the people who run the world a punch if you're not up to the fight. You can't be average and do that. You've got to be a bigger, harder hitter than the violent ones. Number 4, she had to love people and have tremendous compassion and little judgment. You've proven with me, I've given you all the worst of me and you just keep on coming back. No judgment. She had to love people, have a tremendous love for animals, have a tremendous love for children. You have a tremendous love for people. And hopefully we're going to meet some beautiful people together. Number 5, she had to accept my obesity, my hang-ups, the problem with cleanliness, clean house, my mental illness, my multiple personality disorder, my history with hundreds and hundreds of prostitutes. Had to be able to accept that history and say, that's fine, accept me being overweight, that's fine. Everything, all my faults, had to be able to just love me for who I am. Number 7, I dearly had to meet her before the world knew me, before my wealth, before my healing. Had to meet me messed up, had to meet me when the world doesn't know me, and had to meet me before I was a millionaire. Or, if the John Lennon sells like Harry Potter, like Michael the Archangel tell me 100 million, other people say I'm going to be one of the wealthiest people in the world. I can't meet you when I've got millions and millions and millions. I'm going to meet you now when I've got nothing and just a few ideas. I have to believe in me when I've got a few ideas and I think I'm going to do this. Number 7. Then number 8, then help me heal, help me achieve my wealth, help me become famous, help me become, I wrote that twice, help me become famous, help yourself become famous. And there's all points that I need to be for you too. This is talking about what I needed in a wife. Maybe you can do 10 or 20 what you needed in a husband. Maybe we can get you to do that. Number 9, she needed to be more popular than me, a new Princess Diana, to outshine me. And it takes quite a go. I haven't got the point, but I'd love her to oversee a diet and oversee exercise with me. Take me for walks, take me for swims, take me for surfs, take me for exercise, and help me lose all this low metabolism, mental illness medication. So hit me with the right food, the right diet, and help me do that. Or get a trainer when we get money to do that for me. Number 10, she had to love every part of me and co-labor with me to see our visions realized together. She had to love every part of me and co-labor, work with me together as a team to see both our visions realized. She needed to be a big dreamer, gifted, powerful, and loving. Number 11. She needed to be gifted in business or management, but she didn't need to be gifted in business or management, but understand it and help me. However, she is going to be gifted in business and going to be gifted in management. And that's really good. You really are. And I'm going to get my Facebook friends to pray for you to get that internship. Verse 13, she had to be a great mother because my son, our son, is going to sit on the throne. Not my firstborn son from the first wife, but the son of the wife. There's always an imposter before the proper one. My first wife was the imposter. Your fiance was the imposter before the proper one. Number 14, she had to be a model-like, preferably young girl. So she had to be pretty, stunning, be able to model clothes and be pretty like a princess is pretty. Number 15, she needed to be princess material. Well, I've just said that in 14. So number 15. There's 30 of them. She needed to be able to have authority and power, love and compassion to guide me out of delusions. I'll say that again. She needed to have authority and power, love and compassion to guide me out of delusions in a gentle way. You understood it today that I'm learning things in my delusion. It's not all bad. And you've been good with that with me, and that's wonderful. Number 7, you have to not be scared of my delusions, because I'm not so scared of my life. I'm learning a lot of good things. Number 17, should need to have an understanding of mental illness, multi-personality disorder, and depression, because I move in all of those. So you have to have an understanding and not a fear of any of that. Number 18, she'd have to be really wise with money. I just give. If I had a lot of money, I'd just be giving to strangers and giving to all sorts of people. I need someone to run the money, to be able to come to you and ask, I want to do this, I want to do this. So, no, you just met that person on the train, this person better qualified, this person, run the money. I need someone. I'm crazy with wanting to help people, you know. Number 19, she has to be comfortable with fame, to live with the fame. It's good to hear you talking about Kanye West. I don't know about his wife too well, but you know things about her. You're looking at her. There's a reason you're looking at her. There's a reason you're saying, well, what about this and what about this? And, you know, because you're looking at that future for yourself, being a star in front of the world. Number 20, comfortable with who she is, able to handle haters like Melania Trump. Able to have people really hate you for who and what I'm doing to some of the bad people in the world. Number 20, good as she could be a forerunner. A forerunner is someone like does an idea first. Like I offered personal prophecy, like psychic readings. I did personal prophecies via email for free on the internet. The first website in the world that did that. The first website in the world did. Then a Facebook group, started a Facebook group, a community offering free prophecy for people for free. One of the first into that. One of the first 20,000, there's about 600,000 now, but one of the first 20,000 to write online articles on the internet. Written the most books in the short amount of time. A forerunner. A forerunner is someone who does something first. It's a breakthrough for the whole world, and everyone else comes in after that. The guy, Steve Jobs, was a forerunner. Number 22, an explorer, able to go into new territory, new places, undiscovered territory in business, in ideas, in philosophy, in any subject area or any physical place. An explorer who loves to explore, to see new things. Number 23, an inventor, to be able to steward inventions and having inventors coming and steward their inventions to creation. Number 24, a visionary, to be able to see the future, see the house, see the houses, see the offices, see the apartments all around the world in cities where we live when we're in those cities. A visionary, be able to see the vision in your head. Number 25, management trained. Number 26, an ideas woman. Number 27, a free thinker. I love how you said today that you like to be free. You like to be free. Free thinker, not constrained by Christianity, not constrained by New Age, not constrained by witchcraft, not constrained by Buddhist, not constrained by the Muslim faith, not constrained by atheism, not constrained by any of the thought patterns, any of the thought religions, bringing all the best through the truest source, Jesus. Free thinker. Someone who's not a free thinker couldn't do that. We can take all the best of all the religions, put it through the Holy Spirit and Jesus, and have them all working. Have witches using the Spirit of Jesus to do their you hit me, I'll hit you back harder stuff. Number 28, good genes for intelligence and royal children. There's a reason for that. Capacity, number 29, capacity for self-confidence, praise, and grace to be a queen. There's a reason for that. Number 30, a dreamer. Right? I've said this to 2 or 3 people in the world. Jesus has told me one day you're going to have so much power, Australia's going to pull out of England, and instead of being a republic like America, like they think they're going to be, we're going to have our own monarchy, have our own king, have our own royal family. Jesus has told me, no one else has told me, I trust Jesus. He's told me I'll be the king of Australia. My wife will be the queen. Our firstborn son will be the king after me. Somehow, I think I'm going to stay in a physical body, go like Elijah and Enoch into heaven, back in a physical body, in a real flesh body, and rule as a king on earth, as a real human, and live for 1,000 years with new glory and ways that God can do that, like Adam and Eve can do it, bring that back. And I believe we'll rule and reign as king and queen of Australia. If I sort of also believe that Australia will be the New Jerusalem. I think Sydney, Australia will be the New Jerusalem. I think the king of Sydney, Australia, will either be the king of the world or the second most powerful country in the world. If Jesus is ruling in Jerusalem, the second highest anointed place in the world will be Sydney, Australia. Now, the Illuminati know that. The Illuminati know that New York is going to get a nuclear bomb. They're going to put a nuclear bomb on, or provoke Russia to do it, or China to do it, a nuke on New York, and they're planning to run the world from Sydney. They're already planning to run the world from Sydney. Now, why would they be doing that? They're not planning on running the world from Jerusalem, I can tell you that much. So these are 30 things I can see in you. 15 minutes. I hope these are all things I needed in my wife. And we've had, 8 hours discussion now. You know me pretty well. You see me pretty well. These are 30 things. These aren't the 2 things I told you that were pretty messed up. You even agreed to them too. That's amazing. So there's 30. I could probably see another 30 in the next few weeks. But these are all true of you. And, I will tell you this. I'll tell you some things, right? I'll tell you this. I mentioned 4 times in the book of Revelation, the last book, the very last scenes of the world. I mentioned 4 times. I've got 4 mentions there. My John Lennon book is a little book in chapter 10, 7 Thunders and a little secret book. Once I started that, they sent 15,000 assassins out there. I'm chapter 11. I'm one of the prophets. I'm going to kill a lot of people in the world, and before those 2 prophets come in 25, 30 years' time, there's going to be other 2 prophets who do it, and I'm one of them. And there's an angel that comes and announces that the system of religion and democracy that's been running and keeping the world in slavery. Could even throw in communism in there too. And this Babylon, Revelation 18, is a great big angel from heaven coming and says, Babylon has fallen. Well, I was a former archangel in heaven, like Michael. That's why Michael lives with me, and he's my best friend, and he prophesies and talks to me all the time like a friend, because I was one of his generals. I was big enough to run a country. The angel over Australia lives here. Michael, who runs all the angels in the world, lives in my house. Now, he might be in 10,000 places at once, but he's always here when I'm on a video. So Michael's told me that there's going to be 7 books of John Lennon. I've done 5 of them now, 5 parts. There'll be 7 parts. Those 7 parts are the 7 thunders of Revelation 10. He said that series is going to outsell Harry Potter. There's hundreds of millions in that, and you can imagine the way we think in business. We get a few 100 million, and we just start winding it up. And so there's some things I know, and we've done 20 minutes now, and we can just watch this in our next meeting on Friday. So I won't have you watch it before. We'll just have you watch it here. Just know that there's no other woman who can do this like you, Cindy. I'm looking down at my computer. There's no other woman. I can show you, I can go through your blueprint too, and I can put your blueprint on here, and we'll do that. We'll do that another day. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed the music. It's 2:20 in the morning. I'm staying up. I'm going to meet someone at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, then I can go to sleep. And So I hope you really enjoy this. And you asked me what on the second day. It's pretty full on, and you can't read so well, so video is pretty good. And I got a different shirt on. You'll notice different shirt on. This one shows my weight. I wish it was a bit bigger, but can't really see that. This is my office, and it's not looking too professional. And sort of suits me for us not to be living together for years. I'd love to like date you. Now, can we just call it dating? Not my girlfriend, just dating you, just trying you out for 5 years, just 3 or 4 years. Just let's just be dating, going on nice dates. And I'd like to go to a restaurant, and I'd like to sit face to face and eat with you and spend money on you. And I sort of get this hint that 3 times you haven't let me spend money. And I think, well, there's 2 things. You're such a mystery girl. I have to ask you a lot of questions. Is it because you love scenery and being out in nature with the one that you love? Or is it because I haven't got a lot of money and you don't want to spend my money? Or is it a combination of both? And I think you just love nature. And I just love you taking me places. I'd love to like walk all the way up to North Stein and walk back. And it would be really good walking up there holding your hand like a couple. That would be really romantic. I could see that. We could take our shoes off and walk in the water all the way up, walk in the water back. We could walk up there, walk back, and then you could take off and go for a swim. And then you could come out of the thing and you could be all wet, and you could just make my t-shirt wet and make me wet. I sort of, it's one thing, I lost the ability to swim in public because I'm so fat, and it's just really hard on me. And I could in a t-shirt, I could have a t-shirt and I could go for a swim and in a t-shirt, and then I could come back to the beach and change my shirt, and that would be fine. And I'd do that with you. We could go for a swim together. I can swim all right, and that would be romantic too. But this is taking it to 222. We'll leave it at 222. 222 is a good number. 22 minutes. Okay, so I've been thinking. I've got 30. This is what I do. I prepare my prepared speeches. I write them all down. So I thought 30 was a good number. Now by 30, 1 or 2 children by 30. The girl and the boy, 30. Let's aim for 30. Let's aim for 26, official girlfriend or boyfriend. 27 and a half, engaged. 28, married. By the 30th birthday, your first child may be pregnant with your second. And let's just take it easy. Let's just be friends with benefits with no benefits, and not even passionate kissing. Only if you want to go to that. I know that can get you worked up a bit. So, could we do like a really dating boyfriend, girlfriend, just friends who are dating, just 2 friends that are dating, romantically growing closer and closer, and all these romantic things. I want to take you to dinner sometime, to any restaurant, to maybe a restaurant you really want to visit, one you really like, with the cuisine you like. I don't particularly like lobster or seafood. I eat fish. I like fish, but crabs and all that special stuff, you can eat all that. I'm not really for other seafood. And I pretty much eat anything, you can tell. I really, at least 6 days a week, I only have 1 meal a day. Apparently I do it wrong. I should have a meal in the morning too. So with all that, it's up to 24. I'll leave it there. God bless you. And we'll watch this on my phone on Friday when it's fully charged. God bless.